Did you know that most older women are still cleaning with the same tools they used 30 or even 40 years ago? The problem is, those tools weren't designed with aging bodies in mind. In fact, studies now show that outdated, heavy cleaning equipment is one of the hidden culprits behind sore backs, stiff joints, and even falls at home. And here's the real kicker: holding on to those faithful tools doesn't mean loyalty, it means you're working harder while getting less done. Think about it. How many times have you dragged a bulky vacuum across the carpet, bent down to scrub with a mop that forces you onto your knees, or fought with a sponge so worn out it hurts your hands more than it cleans the surface? For many older women, this routine feels normal, but it's not sustainable. Cleaning should never leave you feeling defeated before the day has even begun. But here's the good news: there's a better way. Today, I'm going to show you 9 smart, modern cleaning tools most women over 60 don't own yet. Tools designed specifically to save you time, protect your body, and make cleaning almost effortless. These aren't gimmicks, they're upgrades that can transform your daily routine. So before we dive in, make sure you hit like and subscribe, because what you'll discover in the next few minutes isn't just about working harder, it's about finally working smarter. Meet Priscilla "Pris" Alden, a 77-year-old retired postal worker from Ohio. For more than 3 decades, Pris carried heavy mail bags across neighborhoods in every kind of weather. She was strong, resilient, and proud of the fact that she never needed fancy gadgets to get a job done, whether it was at work or in her own home. In fact, she still used the same old mop bucket she bought back in the 1980s. To her, it was a symbol of reliability. It still worked, she would insist with a smile. But behind that smile, her back and shoulders told a different story. Over time, what she thought was just normal aging turned out to be wear and tear made worse by outdated cleaning habits. Every deep cleaning session ended with her collapsed into her recliner, too sore to enjoy the rest of her day. She admitted she had nearly given up on keeping her house as spotless as she once did, not because she didn't care, but because the process left her drained and aching. Then, something shifted. Her daughter surprised her with a lightweight spray mop and an extendable duster designed for seniors. Pris laughed at first, thinking they were unnecessary. But the first time she used them, she said it felt like someone had taken 20 years off her chores. Suddenly, she could keep her home sparkling without sacrificing her energy or her safety. Pris's story is proof that the right tools don't just clean your house, they restore confidence, independence, and the joy of walking into a space that feels fresh without pain. Tool number 1. Lightweight cordless vacuum. For decades, most older women have relied on heavy upright vacuums, machines that were built like tanks and weighed almost as much. Dragging them across carpet, hauling them upstairs, and fighting with tangled cords felt less like cleaning and more like a workout. Pris admitted she often skipped vacuuming certain rooms because just thinking about pulling out her bulky vacuum made her back ache before she even started. And she wasn't alone. Many older women silently carry the same frustration, feeling that clean floors come at the cost of sore shoulders, stiff knees, and sheer exhaustion. Everything changed when her daughter introduced her to a lightweight cordless vacuum. The difference was night and day. Instead of wrestling with cords or bending to adjust knobs, Pris could glide across her floors in minutes. She described it as switching from pushing a tractor to gliding with a feather. No cords to trip over, no heavy lifting, and no loud roar shaking the house. The rechargeable battery gave her just enough time to finish a quick clean without draining her energy. For seniors, this tool isn't just about convenience, it's about safety and dignity. A cordless vacuum means no more risking a fall by tugging at cords, no more skipped rooms because of heavy lifting, and no more trading comfort for cleanliness. For Pris, it was a small upgrade that gave her a huge win, the freedom to keep her home fresh without pain. Tool number 2. Spray mop with refillable bottle. For years, cleaning floors meant hauling out the dreaded mop bucket, lugging it across the kitchen, bending to wring out the mop, and sloshing dirty water everywhere. Older women especially know how this routine feels: heavy, messy, and often painful. Pris remembered the nights when her back throbbed from lifting a bucket full of water and her hands ached from twisting a soggy mop head. She admitted she often put off mopping for weeks because the process felt like punishment instead of cleaning. The turning point came when her daughter surprised her with a spray mop that had a refillable bottle. Gone were the heavy buckets. Gone was the endless bending and wringing. With a simple squeeze of the handle, the mop misted her floor with just enough cleaning solution, and the microfiber pad soaked it up effortlessly. Pris called it the mop that finally respected my age. For the first time in years, she was able to clean her kitchen floor without pain, and she didn't even break a sweat. What makes this tool so powerful is its blend of simplicity and control. Seniors can fill the bottle with whatever solution they prefer: store-bought cleaner, a few drops of dish soap, or even natural mixes like vinegar and water. No need to drag gallons of water around the house. The lightweight design allows older women to glide across hardwood, tile, or laminate with ease, and the flat mop head reaches under furniture without requiring a single awkward bend. Pris said the spray mop gave her back more than just clean floors, it gave her confidence. She no longer worried about slipping on spilled water or aggravating her arthritis while wringing out a mop. Instead, she could freshen up her home in just a few minutes, even before guests arrived, with no stress and no strain. In 2025, spray mops with refillable bottles have become one of the most senior-friendly cleaning tools on the market. They aren't just practical, they're empowering. And for women like Pris, they prove that cleaning can be fast, gentle, and yes, even respectful of the years of hard work her body has already given. Tool number 3. Extendable duster. One of the most overlooked dangers for older women isn't the dust itself, it's the ladders used to reach it. For decades, Pris dragged a step stool or small ladder around her house just to swipe at the ceiling fan, dust the tops of bookshelves, or clean the cobwebs in the corners of her living room. Each time, she felt her knees wobble and her balance falter. At 77, even a two-step stool felt like climbing a mountain. She admitted, "Every time I went up, I thought, what if I don't come down the same way?" Everything changed when she discovered the extendable duster. Suddenly, there was no need to climb, strain, or risk a fall. With a simple twist, the pole extended long enough to reach every high corner of her home while she stayed safely on the ground. The microfiber head wrapped around blades of the ceiling fan, trapping dust instead of scattering it. Pris laughed the first time she used it. "I was dusting the tops of my shelves without even leaving the floor. It felt like magic." The emotional shift was as important as the physical one. Before, she avoided cleaning certain areas altogether, embarrassed when visitors noticed the dust above her curtains or the cobwebs near her light fixtures. Now, with the extendable duster, she finally felt in control again. She no longer had to rely on her daughter or granddaughter to climb ladders for her. She said, "For the first time in years, I felt like my home was fully mine again, not just the parts one could reach." The beauty of this tool lies in how senior-friendly it really is. Lightweight, bendable, and washable, the microfiber head can be rinsed and reused, saving money and energy. The extendable pole collapses for easy storage, sliding right into a closet corner without cluttering the space. No batteries, no cords, no heavy lifting, just simple design that respects aging bodies. In 2025, extendable dusters are trending because more older women are realizing that safe cleaning is smart cleaning. They eliminate the silent risks tied to ladders, slips, and straining shoulders. And for Pris, the peace of mind was priceless. She described it best: "I stopped feeling afraid of my own house." Tool number 4. Microfiber cloth sets. For years, Pris reached for paper towels every time she wanted to wipe a spill, clean a mirror, or polish her counters. She thought she was saving time, but in reality, she was wasting money and creating more frustration. Paper towels shredded in her hands, left lint behind on glass, and forced her to use half a roll just to clean her kitchen after making dinner. She admitted, "I felt like I was throwing my money in the trash every week." Everything changed when her daughter handed her a pack of microfiber cloths. At first, Pris wasn't convinced. They looked like ordinary rags. But the first time she swiped one across her mirror, she gasped. No streaks, no paper fuzz, no endless rubbing. Just clear, spotless glass in seconds. She said, "I couldn't believe one tiny cloth did what rolls of paper towels couldn't." Microfiber cloths became her daily go-to. Gentle on her hands, especially with arthritis, they didn't tear or slip the way paper towels did. They trapped dust instead of scattering it. Perfect for shelves, picture frames, and even her beloved typewriters that collected years of fine dust. She loved how versatile they were, one cloth for polishing wood, another dampened for kitchen counters, and another just for windows. No waste, no mess. The financial savings added up too. Pris calculated that she used to spend nearly $15 a month on paper towels, money literally thrown away. With microfiber, she bought one affordable set, washed them with her laundry, and reused them for years. She smiled and said, "It felt like I'd finally stopped paying for trash." But the biggest shift was emotional. Before, cleaning felt like a never-ending cycle of spending and tossing. With microfiber cloths, she felt empowered, smart, and even a little proud of her eco-friendly choice. She no longer worried about running out of supplies or whether she was harming her skin with harsh chemicals. Paired with simple natural cleaners like vinegar and water, her cloths made her home sparkle safely and gently. In 2025, microfiber sets have become a quiet revolution among seniors. They're not flashy, but they solve a real problem: keeping homes clean without draining energy, wallets, or the environment. For older women like Pris, this simple tool was more than just cloth, it was freedom from waste, clutter, and unnecessary effort. She summed it up perfectly: every wipe feels like a win. Tool number 5, rolling laundry basket. Laundry day used to feel like a battlefield for Pris. She dreaded the thought of bending, lifting, and dragging her old plastic basket across the house. The weight of wet towels and sheets strained her back, and sometimes she had to stop halfway to catch her breath. She admitted, "It wasn't the folding that wore me out, it was just getting the clothes from the bedroom to the laundry room." Everything changed when her daughter surprised her with a rolling laundry basket. At first, Pris thought it was a small thing, just a basket on wheels. But the very first time she used it, she laughed out loud. Instead of dragging and straining, she simply guided it like a little cart. She said, "It felt like laundry day turned from a battle into a breeze." This simple switch wasn't just about convenience, it was about protecting her joints. For older women, especially those living with arthritis, osteoporosis, or past injuries, heavy lifting can trigger days of pain or even cause dangerous falls. With the rolling basket, Pris no longer had to twist her hips or strain her shoulders. The handle was tall enough that she didn't need to bend, and the smooth wheels glided easily across her floors. The time savings shocked her too. She could sort laundry directly in the basket, lights in one section, darks in another, then roll it straight to the washer without multiple trips. No more back and forth carrying smaller loads just to avoid the pain of lifting one big basket. She even started calling it her laundry partner, because it felt like it was doing the hard work for her. In 2025, rolling laundry baskets have quietly become one of the most senior-friendly household tools trending in US stores. Many now come with lightweight frames, breathable mesh sides, and even collapsible options for easy storage. Pris particularly loved that hers looked stylish, almost like a little home accessory rather than a bulky utility item. She laughed. Who knew laundry could feel fancy? But the biggest shift was emotional. Laundry day no longer loomed over her like a chore she dreaded. Instead, she felt capable, independent, and confident again. She no longer needed to wait for her daughter to come by to help with the heavy loads. That sense of freedom, being able to handle her own home on her own terms, was priceless. Pris summed it up best. "For the first time in years, I didn't feel like my laundry was controlling me. With this basket, I took back control." Tool number 6, long-handled scrubber. For years, bathrooms were Pris's nightmare. It wasn't the soap scum or the water spots that scared her, it was the thought of slipping. Like so many older women, she used to kneel down on damp tile floors with a sponge or rag, stretching and twisting to reach corners of the tub. One wrong move left her wobbling, her knees aching, and her heart racing at the thought of falling. She admitted, "Every time I bent over in that bathroom, I felt like I was gambling with my safety." That all changed when she discovered the long-handled scrubber. The very first time she held it, she was stunned. Instead of crouching or kneeling, she could stand tall, comfortably gripping the ergonomic handle as the bristle head reached every inch of her shower walls and bathtub. "For the first time in years," she said, "I cleaned my whole bathroom without once holding my breath in fear of slipping." This tool wasn't just about convenience, It was about independence. At 77, Pris didn't want to rely on her daughter or a cleaner to keep her bathroom sanitary. The long-handled scrubber gave her back that sense of control. With its pivoting head and lightweight design, she could glide it over tile, under faucets, and even along the bathroom floor without straining her back or knees. The emotional shift was powerful. She went from dreading bathroom days to actually feeling proud of them. She told a friend at church, "It felt like I wasn't cleaning just my bathroom, I was scrubbing away my fear." That small piece of plastic and bristles became a symbol of her strength and adaptability. In 2025, more companies are designing these scrubbers specifically with seniors in mind. Many come with telescoping handles that adjust in length, non-slip grips for arthritic hands, and replaceable pads that click into place without fuss. Some even combine a sprayer and scrubber in one, so no heavy bucket or bending is required. Pris quickly realized it wasn't just about bathrooms either. She used her scrubber to freshen up her kitchen floor tiles and even her porch steps. The versatility made her wonder why she hadn't switched years earlier. "I used to think tools like this were gimmicks," she confessed, "but they've given me more than a clean tub, they've given me peace of mind." The safety benefits can't be overstated. Falls in bathrooms are among the most common and dangerous for women over 60. By simply standing upright and letting the tool do the reaching, Pris dramatically reduced her risk. More than once, she said she caught herself smiling while cleaning, realizing she was no longer bracing for pain. She summed it up beautifully: "This scrubber didn't just keep my bathroom clean, it kept me safe enough to keep living on my own." Tool number 7. Robot vacuum or mop. Pris used to say her vacuum was her enemy. Even after she replaced her old heavy model with a lightweight one, she still dreaded the endless routine of pushing it across every room, bending to move chairs, and dragging it over thick rugs. Her back ached. Her hands cramped. She often thought, there has to be an easier way. That's when her daughter surprised her with a robot vacuum. At first, Pris was skeptical. "I didn't need a toy, I needed real help." But the first evening she pressed a single button and watched it hum across her living room, weaving under her coffee table and sliding effortlessly along the edges, her jaw dropped. "It was like I had hired a helper," she said, "only this one didn't complain, didn't take breaks, and didn't need reminding." The beauty of robot vacuums and mops is that they work while you rest. For older women, that's revolutionary. Instead of wrestling with cords and attachments, Pris could sit with her tea and watch her little helper quietly sweep up crumbs, dust, and pet hair that had once made her daily cleaning feel endless. She admitted it gave her not just a clean floor, but also a sense of freedom she hadn't felt in years. And in 2025, these tools aren't just for the wealthy. Affordable models have become mainstream, showing up at Walmart, Costco, and even local home goods stores for a fraction of what they once cost. Many are designed with seniors in mind: simple start buttons, self-charging docks, and quiet operation. Some even connect to apps with easy clean now commands, though Pris said she preferred just pressing one button and letting it do its magic. Her favorite part: the mop feature. Her robot wasn't just vacuuming, it was also lightly mopping her kitchen floor while she rested her knees. No buckets, no bending, no back strain. She called it "my miracle machine." The emotional relief was powerful. "For the first time in years," Pris said, "I went a whole week without worrying about crumbs or dust piling up." Instead of exhaustion, she felt proud. Her home stayed fresh and presentable without her breaking a sweat. Even her neighbors noticed, asking how she kept her floors so spotless. Experts say tools like this are more than a luxury for seniors, they're a lifeline. They prevent the overexertion that leads to back injuries or falls, and they allow women like Pris to spend their limited energy on what truly matters: family visits, hobbies, and time outdoors. Pris summed it up best: "My robot cleaner doesn't just clean my home, it gives me back time and energy I thought I had lost forever." Tool number 8. Step-free window cleaner. For years, Pris dreaded window cleaning. Not because she didn't love the sparkle of sunlight streaming through clean glass, but because of the danger it carried. She used to drag out a shaky step stool, wobbling as she tried to scrub streaks from tall panes. Sometimes she balanced awkwardly on her tiptoes with a wet rag, her heart pounding at the thought of falling. At 77, That fear wasn't irrational, every slip could mean a serious injury. Then she discovered a step-free window cleaner. Some models use strong magnets that let her clean both sides of the glass from indoors, while others had long, lightweight extendable handles that reached corners she hadn't touched in years. It felt like magic, Pris admitted. I could stand flat on the ground, safe and steady, and still make my windows shine. She laughed as she thought about all the years she had risked her safety. If only I'd had this 20 years earlier, she joked. I could have skipped the wobbly ladders and the near misses that scared me half to death. This tool didn't just clean, it gave her peace of mind. For older women, safety matters as much as sparkle. With step-free cleaners, no bending, climbing, or stretching is required. The result is streak-free glass, clear light pouring into rooms, and a boost of pride without the exhaustion or fear. Pris said she found herself opening her blinds more often, enjoying the sun without the nagging thought of smudges or dust. And in 2025, these tools have become more advanced and affordable. Many are designed with ergonomic handles for arthritic hands, lightweight aluminum poles instead of heavy steel, and microfiber pads that cling to dirt without harsh chemicals. Some even spray water with the press of a button, meaning no heavy bottles or dripping rags. Experts highlight how small upgrades like this drastically reduce fall risks, one of the top hazards for women over 60. For Pris, it wasn't just about staying safe, it was about feeling capable again. I didn't need to ask anyone to climb ladders for me. I could do it myself, confidently, without fear. Tool number 9, essential oil diffuser or air purifier. Most people think of cleaning as dusting, vacuuming, and wiping down counters. But Pris discovered that the secret to a truly clean home went far beyond shiny surfaces. It was in the air she breathed every day. I realized I could have spotless counters, she explained, but if the air felt stale or dusty, my house never felt truly clean. That's where her essential oil diffuser and air purifier came in. At first, she was skeptical. She thought diffusers were just for fancy spas and air purifiers were gadgets for young folks with allergies. But her daughter gifted her a small diffuser for Christmas, and the first time lavender oil misted through her living room, she said it was like her house exhaled. The tension in her shoulders eased, the air felt softer, and suddenly her home felt not just tidy, but alive. For Pris, this wasn't about covering odors with overpowering sprays. It was about freshness, purity, and calm. Essential oils like lemon, eucalyptus, or peppermint became little mood boosters while she tidied up. And on days when arthritis left her sore, the scent of lavender or chamomile helped her relax without lifting a finger. She later added a small, quiet air purifier to her bedroom. Within a week, she noticed fewer sneezes in the morning and deeper, more restful sleep. Experts agree. Indoor air quality is one of the most overlooked aspects of senior health. Dust, pet dander, pollen, and even invisible chemicals from cleaning products build up indoors, and older lungs are more sensitive to these triggers. By combining her diffuser and purifier, Pris didn't just clean her air, she transformed how her home felt. She described it as making her house feel decades younger. Friends visiting commented on how light and inviting her living room seemed. One even asked if she had redecorated, when in reality, all she had done was improve the air. In 2025, affordable and senior-friendly models are easier to find than ever. Many purifiers come with filters you only change a few times a year, and diffusers use just a few drops of oil to scent an entire room. Some even include automatic shut-off timers, so there's no worry about forgetting to turn them off. Pris summed it up beautifully. I used to think cleaning was about scrubbing. Now I know, it's also about breathing. For older women, a diffuser or purifier is more than a tool, it's an investment in energy, calm, and health. Clean surfaces may impress the eye, but clean air restores the body and spirit. As we've journeyed with Pris, we've uncovered 9 game-changing cleaning tools that every older woman deserves in her home. From the lightweight cordless vacuum that protects her back, to the spray mop that replaces heavy buckets, to the extendable duster that makes ladders unnecessary, each tool offered her not just convenience, but safety. Add in microfiber cloths that save money and waste, a rolling laundry basket that removes the strain of lifting, and a long-handled scrubber that made her bathroom less of a hazard, and the transformation became undeniable. With a robot cleaner and step-free window tools, she discovered she could finally let technology carry the load. And, by refreshing her air with a diffuser or purifier, her home didn't just look clean, it felt rejuvenated. Pris reflected on her journey with tears in her eyes. I thought age meant I had to slow down. I believed cleaning had to exhaust me. But the truth is, with the right tools, I gained my energy back, and I realized I could keep my home shining without pain or fear. Her story isn't just about gadgets. It's about dignity, independence, and joy, proof that aging doesn't mean giving up, but rather cleaning smarter, not harder. So if Pris's story gave you hope, hit that like button, subscribe, and share this video with a woman who deserves a safe, peaceful, and sparkling home. And don't stop here. Our next video will reveal 7 everyday mistakes older women make that secretly add hours to their cleaning each week. You won't want to miss it.